Yo, what's good everybody, it's NASA bringing you another Blacklight Retribution team deathmatch. And what I wanted to talk about is a few more things left over from my previous commentary, where I was talking about some of my issues and concerns with Blacklight. Now, the last video pretty much touched on the main issues with the game. There's a few leftovers that I forgot to mention. One being the aim down the sight aiming. The aim down the sight aiming in this game is really slow, I guess, or I don't know how else to explain it, but when you aim down the sight, it's like the characters definitely outrun your crosshairs when you aim down the sight. So if a guy's running left to right, it's almost impossible to stay on target with him unless you scroll your mouse like across your whole desktop, because the speed of the movement when you aim down the sight gets reduced significantly. It feels like it slows down like at least like 75% of the normal speed of turning left and right. So I would really love for them to increase the speed when aiming down the sight, at least, you know, moving left and right to follow your targets, because as it stands right now, it's very slow, and you know, it needs to be sped up. And I think the only way you can is if like you put your sensitivity on like 100, but you know, who's gonna play on 100, you know? So I think they need to just increase it a little bit, at least make when you aim down the sight, your speed, you know, left and right aiming goes down maybe 25 to 50% slower, you know. But the drop off to me is a little too much as far as speed goes when aiming down the sight, because you know, I like to be precise, so I don't want to aim down the sight and be you know, and be what's that called? Look at that. Magnum is sweet, but I don't want to be what's the opposite of rewarded? I don't want to be not rewarded for aiming down the sight and the guy's just running around left and right spraying off the hip, you know, and I can't keep up with him because it's just too slow. So that's one issue. Another thing, like I said, is the consistency. I already mentioned that, but you'll see certain times. You see how I just shot that guy, aimed down the sight, shot him right, he dropped. Now you'll see some parts later on in this video where I'm in the exact same scenario and either the guy doesn't die, look how fast that guy died, or it just takes so long and it's just not consistent, you know. There's no way, it's, as far as I know right now, there's no way for me to judge whether or not I'm gonna kill a guy. You know, there used to be times in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 when I used to run the MP5K where I could hold the trigger for an exact amount of time because I knew the guy was gonna die after like 5 bullets came out, you know. And that's, you know, that was rewarding me for being good with the weapon and knowing the weapon. I feel like I can't do that here. I feel like I can't say like 6 shots right here when I'm aiming at the guy's back and he's gonna die, you know. And that was the grenade launcher I just purchased. You seen right there. I haven't used it before. That was actually the first time I used it. It's basically a little shoots grenades that detonate over like after a few seconds. So I mean, even here, look, you seen that headshot? Well, it's a headshot, but you seen how fast that guy died? Quick, aim down the sight, same shot that I've taken plenty of times before. But it's just sometimes it just doesn't go down that way. So I mean, don't get me wrong, this game is a lot of fun. Look how fast that guy died. See, I don't know if he was getting shot at before, but I mean, that guy died within a half a second of me shooting at him. And that doesn't happen all the time. So I mean, I don't want to harp on it, but that's just the main part. The consistency is a huge factor, man. I mean, you want to feel like you can, like, it's skillful, you know. You want to feel like you have control over what's going on, and sometimes you don't, you know. Like, you seen how hard it was for me to stay on that guy? Look how fast his character was moving compared to how fast my gun was moving, and I play on a high sensitivity. And look at this right here, look, right on the guy, right? He lost 30 health. That's one bullet hit him out of all those shots I fired. Now, was that out of the SMG range? And look at right here, look at this guy, not even moving. Look, what was going on right there? Did I miss him? Did I really miss him with that many shots? And if I did, that's a little bit too much recoil aiming down the sight. A SMG from mid-range like that should not be that hard to kill a guy. And then look, even further, and look at this guy. He dies even faster than the previous guy. So that's what I'm talking about. It's not consistent across the board, and it leaves you guessing what's gonna happen rather than knowing. So how can you learn something that's not consistent, you know? So I call this a consistency video. Importance of consistency. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. I don't know if it's lag or what, but that's actually becoming my main issue. Peace. I'm out.